One. One.
Hello. Good morning from Mallett Buildings. I came in this morning, I don't normally do, but I had a comment, or 45 people reached out and made the statement that some of the things in my show yesterday were not factual. So I want to go over that just to clear the air, because I don't appreciate that. Everything I do with documentation. So let's just start. So the first thing that came up here was military educators, first responders have always had a discount at my store since I took over. Well, how much are they? I've never seen an advertisement. I advertise, I tell you how much. How is anybody supposed to know that? If you don't advertise it, how would anybody know? And what's the amount? You don't tell me the amount in here, and I've never seen it. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it, but you need to do it publicly, not just send this and say it on a piece of paper. I do it publicly. I tell you how much. I'm very specific. So item number one, I think, is very factual. I've never seen you advertise it, and the ad that caused the problems, there's nothing on there about no discounts. So I disagree with you, respectfully. So let's go to number two. Let me go down my list here. Shoot, it's not working. See, hold on, folks, give me a second. Okay, so I talked about Southern yesterday. Talked about they were convicted because the next item that they brought up was the price quote stated, "You are beating my price by $1,000, and are giving." Well, I am giving free roof and wall insulation in my ad, and I am beating you by $1,000. Then he says, "That's awesome. One problem is that everything your signature has, minus the cable retention system, is the same. That is not true. I'm going to prove it to you. Let's go to that ad. That was their ad. These are their mistakes. I'm going to come back. Where's my comparison? Did you do the comparison?
Right there.
Whoop. Oh. All right. Let's look at what he said. This is what his ad is. Now, he changed it last night because they were writing tail like an animal, okay? And I'm going to get into some of that, but let's just look at what his argument is about not being factual. This is what he says, and I said I will price match it, okay? He says this building is the same as my signature. Well, let's look. Where does it say 2-bay trusses? It does not. Where does it say engineered cable retention system? It does not. Where does it have concrete under every post? It does not. Does it have this Mallett secure watch at his business? It does not. Does it have 24 access to the owner? It does not. But getting back to the slab, where's the warranty on this building? What's his warranty? I got 6 years on that building. That is not that building, and for him to say that is not true. Okay, I think we identified 2 things, right? Let's go to number 3. You keep bringing up the BBB reviews and painting a false image of my location. Yes, they have those reviews, but not one of them has anything to do with my location or any building issues I might have. Well, I think what he's talking about, let me see if I can find it. What he's talking about, let's go back. What's going on? It won't go. Okay, what he's talking about is the BBB. Let's go to BBB. Where's the BBB? Well, I went the wrong way, folks. Bear with me. I'm gonna address this in a nice way. Let's go to BBB right here. He says this does not apply to him. Now, I'm gonna pull something. Please drag. Can you drag this across right now? Now remember, he says that all these reviews from Cornerstone or NCI Group have nothing to do with Fortify. Now, if you go to their site, scroll down. Scroll down. Let's see what we got here. Well, shoot. No, go back down. Yeah, here you go. No, go to About Us. Now scroll up. Straight down. Down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't go too fast. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down, go down. Well, I need Tori up here. Go about it. Here we go, here we go. There you go. Stop. Let's talk about this. Because in this, they're going to talk about the deal they got, the violation. Reed's Metals. Cornerstone Building Brands is thrilled to introduce Fortified Building Solutions. Folks, the complaints are Cornerstone. Introduce. Wait, go to the next one. Wait, there's another one. Where is it at? Jesus. Give us me. I put this together fast this morning. No, there's another slide. Oh, right there. Whoa, right here. Go down. The next one. Here we go. Folks, his argument is that Fortify has nothing to do with Cornerstone. Our parent company, Cornerstone Building Products. I can't make this up. Cornerstone is da-da-da-da. Where's it at? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So Cornerstone is the parent company of, and look up here, Reed's Metals, Heritage Building, Reed's Metals, to become Fortified Building Solutions. If you go to their website, it's all the same. His argument is, and while we're talking about it, the general manager's a nice guy, and I've said it before, he's just working for the wrong company. He's working for an out-of-state company who's commingled all kind of stuff, have had companies within their organization have been convicted of violating state law. They are sending all their money out of state. You just with the wrong company. I'm going to say it again. You're with the wrong company. Now, go back up to the other deal. Right here. Wait, right here. Cornerstone is to fortify an exciting brand, integrating three industry leaders. Heritage Building, Metal Depots, and Reed's Metal. Because that gets to my next point that he says. Yeah, you stated we had a contractor violation. Yet again, not accurate. Well, I think it's pretty accurate. You can't run from what's going on here. As long as they're all affiliated, all of this is factual. After you read what it says, they're integrated. They can't run from the fact that they're now Reed's Metals. Reed's Metals is them. They're combined. So when Reed's Metals got convicted, they're advertising, they're using Reed's Metals. So it's a factual statement. He has a violation. Because if you go back to the next one. Next one, is the next slide, go down. Whoa. Our parent company. His parent company is Cornerstone. So now let's go back to the BBB stuff.
On your slide?
Yeah, well, let's see. I don't know where it's. Yeah, go back to my slide. So now we've figured out that Cornerstone is the parent company of Fortify and Reed's and all these companies, right? So this applies to Fortify. There's no way around it. Factual statements. So what else did he say? Then he brought up the Bible. I don't know what that was about. All right, donations. I don't advertise my donations. Well, you should. But since we say we don't do it here, so he lists me these things. I can't help it if he doesn't tell the world that he's given to the community, but I've been quite clear in all of my presentations. That is the only other company other than Mallett Buildings that is really given to the community. We give more than all of the others put together. They may give here a little bit, and I question this right here. If Fortify wants to take this and total up their donations against mine, I'm ready to do it. It won't even be close. So I'm not saying he doesn't do it. I'm saying he doesn't do near what we do. So they took offense to that. But why don't he tell everybody what he does? I do. I think that that's a great thing. If you don't promote yourself, who's going to promote you? So there's nothing not factual about that presentation. Let's see what else we got. And lastly, the fact that you tried to belittle the achievement that my team and myself won the Lanyard magazine. Well, my problem with it is it connotates that they're the best builder in the area. Well, it's easy to win a race if you're the only turtle in the race. If you want to be fair about this, let's all put our names on the ballot. Then let the people vote and see how it comes out. Okay? But if you're going to sit there and take advantage, and that's a smart move, hey, you want it, I give you that. You marketed that you were the best builder in the area. It's my job to prove that you're not. And the way I prove that is very simple. I don't think I was on the ballot. You may have won this, but you were the only turtle in the race. I don't know how many turtles are in the race. I know nothing about this race. Had I known, I'd have gotten in the middle of it too, apparently, because it's a good marketing tool. But don't make people believe just because you won this award that you are the best builder in this area. Number one, I have over 26 years in this. I've been a state licensed contractor for 26 years, and none of these companies have been state licensed contractors until about 4 or 5 months ago when, respectfully, the general manager went and got his license. But I think he told me he'd been there since 21. So from 21 to now, they did not think they needed to be licensed until I changed the law. The only reason he got licensed because I changed the law. Okay? To say whenever you only are forced to go become a licensed contractor. I was not forced to be a licensed contractor. I chose to be a licensed contractor 26 years ago. Because I wanted the people that I do business with to know that I went through the right channels and had done things a licensed contractor. All these people that are becoming licensed contractors now is because they're being forced to do it. There's a big difference in being forced to get in compliant and being compliant without being forced. If you go to the LSLB site, you will see that, one, they're not under Fortify, they're going to be under NCI, I think. Look at when they got their license. So all these years that Reeds and companies, they were never like. So once again, if I look at the comment, my problem with the lagniappe is it wasn't done fairly. And you're taking advantage as a marketing tool, and you know what? Power to you. But let me tell you something. My job is to say, whoa, wait a minute. I don't want somebody to read that and think that you voted that fairly, because I don't know if it was done fairly or not. I know nothing about this. I don't know what, there was no rules, there was no invite. I knew nothing about it. But I should do it again. I'll make sure I'm invited, or make sure I'm in there, because I already called on you up about it. So all I'm doing here, folks, is telling you that, yeah, he won it. But did he really win it? Because we haven't figured out the rules of this game. How many people were invited? How many people on the list? So yeah, you won this one. I just argued that the rules aren't quite fair. And I don't think you're the best builder. We are. That's a given. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. After 26 years with as many buildings I put on the ground, and you know, the real point about all this, folks, is this. Everything that I do, they copy me. Everything. So if they were the best, I would be copying them not copying me. You can go back in time. Before I started all treated buildings, they weren't doing it. When 2x6 trusses, they were using 2x4s. They weren't using all treated. I mean, I go down the, and the things that we do, that they copy me. And that's fine. You can do that, but don't act like you were the inventor of this stuff, or was the guy that really made the push. Okay? And the connotation that you are is wrong. But I got on here this morning. Let me tell you something. Come to Monday morning, it's going to be Mallett Buildings versus Fortify. Because right off the top, I made just a little bit of research I did today. If I go to the BBB and type in Fortify, and I hit the complaint button, it takes me to Cornerstone. They're tied at the hip so bad it's pitiful. If I go to the BBB, which you can do too, and I type in Fortify, and I go to reviews, it takes me to Cornerstone. Yet, he's arguing that they're not affiliated. Yet, in their own promotional materials, it's quite evident they are. In their own materials, it's quite evident that Reed's Metal is tied to them too. If you go to the BBB, it's quite evident that Fortify and Cornerstone are tied. And that's okay. Just John Q. Public needs to know what's going on with this mess. So when I say there's all these complaints, that's the mother company of Fortify, based on their stuff. These go with them, whether they like it or not. You can't separate the two. They're managed by Cornerstone. Cornerstone's running the show. Cornerstone tells Fortify what to do. And if Cornerstone allowed this, what does it say about them? And that's who the papa is to Fortify. So they're tied at the hip. So I wanted to come on here today. I'll come Monday. This is going to be the subject. It's going to be a good show. You need to watch. It's going to be Mallett versus Fortify. And I'm going to go down the list, and when I finish with this, you will see the difference in us. Right off the bat, I'm from Louisiana. They're not. I mean, I can rattle off a few things just right now. Right off the bat, I'm from Louisiana. They're not, and my money stays here. Theirs leaves. Oh yeah, they hire some employees, but all their profit, they're gone. They're gone. That's just right off the bat. So wait till Monday when I really dig and get my research team to dig into everything this morning, some of the things we've already found. But while I'm here, which I'll expound on Monday, I've decided, let me pull it up here. I'm not gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. Oh, going the wrong way. Let's go back. Let me go back. Where? Who? What is that? I don't even. No. Okay, so here we go, folks. I'm glad you're on, Ron. Here we go. Not arguing, we're not affiliated. You are affiliated. Therefore, everything that they did, y'all are together. Okay, he says, stating not one complaint you're obtaining has anything to do with Fortified Building Solutions. Really? That's your parent company. How can that be, folks? You be the judge. We're mincing words here. Folks, you be the judge. My parent company has what my parent company's doing, my parent, has nothing to do with me over here. Really? At my personal opinion of that, that don't even make sense to me. If my parent company is doing this mess, it's on my back too, whether I like it or not. You can try to run from this, but your parent company is doing this or has done this. And you say, oh, don't. I don't have nothing to do with them. Well, you can't run from it. Especially when draw the thing back. Hey, can you draw draw this back? Here's the problem, Ron. Bring his website back up. Now go back to where we were at a minute ago. Whoop. You talk about the violations. They're violated. They're party. You can't run from that. Now go back down. Here's your problem, Ron. Go to the next. Whoop, right here. Our parent company, Cornerstone Building Brands. Folks, you be the judge. Me and Ron are going to I'm going to respectfully disagree with Ron. But it's your call, not mine. I don't know how you get away from the parent. You can try. But folks, the parent has been caught, has 432 BBB reviews. Here's the next question, Ron. Why is it when I go to the BBB, right now, I type in Fortify, if I go to reviews, I get Cornerstone. Watch Monday morning. I wouldn't have time to put it together. But if I go to reviews or complaints.
Right behind you. Reads
Well, yeah. If I type in Fortify, this thing's going to come up. But now go to the other one. Watch. Can you type it in here?
Cornerstone right here.
Cornerstone. If I type in Fortify right there, Ryan, this pops up. Just telling you what's factually happening out there. Why? I don't know. But it would lead me to believe y'all are tied.
So Fortify, you go to complaint.
Right, watch.
Cornerstone.
I'm not gonna, there's something I could say right here, Ryan, on a Google review about something that you need to check this out. I ain't going there today, but I highly suggest somebody just posted that. You better check that out, my friend. But anyway, I'm sticking to what this is about. And right now, y'all are not any to do with, you're trying to tell everybody in the world that Fortify and Cornerstone are not affiliated. Now go back to the BBB. Watch, folks. Watch this. Go back to the other one. Go back. Put in Cornerstone. Put in Fortify. Watch, folks. Now watch. Watch, folks. Watch what I'm going to do here. Type in Fortify. Watch, folks. Watch this. Now pay attention to this. No, type in Fortify right there. Watch this. Now watch. I'm typing in Fortify. Hold on. I'm typing in Fortify. If I go to, go to review? No, right here.
We did it on Google.
Oh, you did it on Google? Whatever you want to do. Go do it. Show it. Watch. There's a problem here. And I don't know how you're ever going to separate. Okay, hold on. There's Fortify. Hit it. Oh, right here. Watch this. If I type this in and I go to complaint. Watch now. Watch. Fortify. Hit complaints. Cornerstone. I can't make this up. But folks, it's your call. Reviews. Cornerstone. Now, Reed's is part of this group, and Reed's has been caught violating state law. They've been convicted. Y'all are all tied together whether you like it or not. I cannot make this stuff up. I'm using your website to document, and then I'm going straight to the public record. And
he's asking you to read the reviews.
You really want me to read this? Okay. Here's a Google review on Fortify 5 days ago. Hey, put it up here. Can you put it up here? I wish you wouldn't have done that, Ron.
Give me a second, we'll pull it up right now.
It's 5 days ago.
There it is.
Pull it. Hit more. Hit more.
Yeah. Okay.
How are current employees allowed to pose as paying customers and leave 5-star reviews? That's the biggest disservice to your customers and just a downright disgusting business practice. Not sure what good it'll do, but just trying to keep you guys honest. I reported each of the employees' reviews as a conflict of interest. I'll be reporting everything to the Better Business Bureau, as well as just the fact that the local business is basically preying on surrounding citizens with misinformation just to make a dollar. Plenty of better options out there, and the fact that your employees have to leave 5-star reviews only proves the point. You asked me to read a review. You weren't very specific. I just picked this one up this morning. I told you earlier you need to go fix this.
There's
Once
another one a month ago.
Sarah's going to phone, you don't want me to do this. Stop. What you want me to do is, if you want me to go read the reviews on Cornerstone, okay, just do that. I'm going to do that for you. Right? Go to Cornerstone. Go to reviews on the BBB. Watch. On Cornerstone. All right, this is Cornerstone.
Yeah. This is
Cornerstone Building Brands and Strong. That's you, folks. That's his parent company. He doesn't want to say, well, that's not me. It is you. These are the people that rule you. These are the people that tell you, I'm watching your business and everything's going on. If they're getting all these complaints, it relates right back to you. Okay? This was guy, he don't even mention Cornerstone. But it's your parent company. Let's go here. We have a relative, we now have 2 windows, they're shattered, 2 windows. Okay? Whether it's a window, whether it's a piece of metal, whether it's a board, whatever's in these buildings, we stand behind them. I don't know what y'all do, but the bottom line, sir, who's Gaston Barreau? I don't know who he is, but you know what the problem with some people? Y'all can't handle the truth. The bottom line is, when you send stuff to me telling me that I'm not factual, I'll bring the facts right to you, quickly. Because everything I'm putting up here, you have access to just like me. But it's up to you to decide whether or not my parent company's actions fall to all the companies. Another thing is, tell me, Ryan, why is if I type in Fortify, I go to Cornerstone? If it doesn't mean nothing for you. I just showed you how. Do it one more time. Watch this. But look, Ron, that's up to you to go take care of. That's not what look, hey, you're going somewhere, you asked me to read a review, I read it.
I don't even know what's a fake account.
Then I don't know what's fake or not, Ron, but I can tell you right now, if I go to go type up here Fortify.
It's there.
No, put Fortify. Watch this, Ron. Type in Fortify.
There it is.
Right, no wait, Fortify Building Solutions. Right, watch this, Ron. Complaints. Boom, Cornerstone. So everything I'm saying is factual. You got a problem. That's for you to fix it, not me. But until you fix it, I'm going to use it. Because folks, you must understand something. There's nothing, it's business. We're hustlers. We're going to hustle everything. We're going to treat you the best. We're going to stay open longer than everybody. We're going to do it all. Because we want to sell you a building. They can too. Get in the ring. What did it say? Tail of the tape. That means we're getting in the ring. Fine. But hey, Ron Barrett's a nice guy. I can go have a beer with him or a Coke after this presentation. But when we get in the ring, we got to play to win. That's all. No more, no less. But I tell you what, being playing to win, I've decided, which I'll do tomorrow. Let me go back. I'm gonna do better today for my customers. Pull me back up. So on that ad that you ran, I'm not going to beat you by 1,000. I'm going to beat you by 2,000. Watch. Give me back. Now let me go find it. No, I think it's the other way. So boom, boom. This is my, well, let me get out of that. Don't want to get nobody. Oh, wait. Well, there we go. So yesterday I was at $39.99, $37.99, $49.99. Today I'm at $29.999, $36.999, $39.999. So let's stay in the ring. I'm gonna beat him by 2,000, not 1,000, 2,000. And that's not a signature building. And this building does not have what a signature, and it surely doesn't have what an elite building has. But I'm gonna beat him by $2,000. Price match. I was 1,000 yesterday, I'm 2,000, and it's Monday morning, I'll redo the ads, I'll promote it, I'm gonna beat you $2,000 on these 3 buildings that you're running an ad on. Let's get it on. And I am still offering free roofing installation. You may put it here, but I said it's free in my building, and I'm gonna beat you by $2,000. Bottom line is, I'm beating you by $2,000. And oh yeah, you do have insulation in yours, but I'm gonna throw mine in free, and that's my prerogative to market any way I want, Ryan. But I'll tell you what, this ain't no bull. 2,000 on every one of these buildings. I beat you by $2,000. You want to get in the ring? Let's do it. Understand something, folks. Competition doing this is good for you. You save money. You should say, hey, I hope those guys keep going after each other, because the more they go at each other, the better the deal I'm going to make. And you are 100% correct. So anytime any one of my competitors run an ad, get ready, I'm coming. I've always said that. Take your best shot. Then I'll take my shot. But hey, it's all good, competitive, go get the business. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being competitive. Hey, Ron. Do you have, hey, Ron, put it on your sheet, bud. Hey, see, Ron? It's not on there. You can't do it like that, Ron. If you're including engineer stamp fee, put it on your ad, brother. If you're infusing lodging fee and taxes, put it on your ad. You see, put it on your ad. Quit advertising like this. This is what you got. I said I'll match it, beat you by $2,000. You want to add that? Put another ad out tomorrow. Watch what I do to you. Okay? Go ahead. This is what you ran, I believe. We'll match it and beat you by $2,000. Because you already know I have my own engineers. I ain't got to pay somebody on the side or third party. I have an engineer that's an employee of this company. Okay? And all of our buildings have taxes. I mean, taxes included. I don't know where you got that. And lodging fees, it depends. If somebody's 500 feet away, I don't know. But you know what? You go ahead and put free lodging fee wherever you want to go. That's fine. You want to add it, but put it in writing. Quit telling people. Let the public see what you're offering. Let's quit playing these games. For instance, why don't you advertise? How much you giving on what's your discount on the veterans? What's your discount on those, Ryan? You don't tell nobody. You don't advertise. You even do it. I tell people because I want that veteran to come to me, so I want them to know I'm going to give you a discount. All those people I'm offering discount, I advertise it. And I tell them up front, I'm going to give you $500. You told me you do that, but nobody knows you do that, so they don't even know to ask, most of them. They don't know the amount. If you want to compete, that's fine, my friend. But I'm going to say it again. You're working for the wrong company. I like you. Folks, I like him. I think he's a nice guy. But you know, what's 5%? I don't know what that is. What's that mean?
5% off, I guess.
Off what?
For veterans, first responders. I don't even know what that means.
But then you need to advertise it. You need to advertise it. You've never, I guess this is the first time, everybody watching you now knows you want 5%. But nobody knows. But I'm advertising it. How am I supposed to know what you do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And you need to say, you know, we're gonna match you or beat you every time you do something. So let's just keep going at it. That's okay too. But stop telling people or telling me that what I say is not factual. I put up everything you told me about. I put up the documentation to back up what I'm saying. That's all. So right now, I've addressed it, so let's let the games begin. Like I said, folks, a good competitive fight is a good thing for you. It helps you. We're all for it. But anyway, I just had to come today because, when I'm told that I'm not factual, I got to come up here and tell you, wait a minute, I am factual. And that's why I put their stuff, your own documents prove that you are obligated to be part of Cornerstone. You cannot run from it. You are obligated to be part of Reed's, whether you like it or not. And the customer can choose to do business with you, but I want them to know everything that these people that you've affiliated yourself with have some issues. And if they choose to do business with you, so be it. At least I told them, I said, you know what, guys, it's like this. I don't have to tell you or work on the red flag so that you don't get burnt by contractors. But I do every time. Every time. Every time I come up here, I tell you about the red flags, what you need to check on. Okay? I'm doing that to try to help you. Whether you buy a building from me or not, I try to tell everybody, check the red flags. That's all. But, hey, I hope I've called me an open book. Any questions you have, my cell, we talk this. I know, okay, but Ron, it's not just what me and you talk about. It's about the customers out there knowing what's going on. Okay? If it wouldn't be for me, they would not know near what they know about some of these people. They would not know to go to LSLB site to check and see what licensure is. Or if have they violated. It's a factual statement, Ryan. Until 6 months ago, none of these companies were state licensed contractors. And the only reason you're all today is because Lee Mallett went and changed the law and got rid of that little crazy little registration stuff. Which, by the way, is where all the people were getting in trouble. They were representing themselves as licensed contractors. And by the way, there was over 400 cases right here in Calcasieu Parish from the last storm. And that's why I went and changed the law. I've been working on this law. Either you're going to be a licensed contractor or you're not. But I became a licensed contractor from day one. Y'all didn't. And I'm proud that you finally went and got it. But we forced you. We forced Southern. We forcing everybody, you're either going to do this or you're going to get in trouble. That's what we did. Call me an open book, because what I just said is very factual. You were forced to do it. Because if you weren't forced to do it, you'd have got it the first year you went to business over there. But the prior people that y'all were with, that nobody wanted to do. Y'all wanted to try to skate under that little $75,000 deal and not be licensed contractors. That's what happened. But look, Monday, I'll do all my research, but Monday afternoon, folks, Mallett versus Fortify. And I will go down the line on everything. And I think when the dust settles, you'll see that we are been in the business down here, the post-frame business, not 100 years in the metal business. No, you're right, it wasn't a requirement, but it was a requirement if you went over $75,000 and you did it many times, I bet. But the question is, if you're going to be a contractor in this world, why don't you go become a licensed contractor? Because that registration was not a license as a licensed contractor. Wait, it's like a doctor and but what's the nurse's? No, the nurse that's not the RN, the
Nurse practitioner.
Nurse practitioner. I'm a doctor and have always been a doctor. You were a nurse practitioner till a few months ago. If you want to put it in context, I've always been a doctor. You're right. You aren't required to be a doctor, but those of us that want to really operate and really we become doctors or state licensed contractors. And the only reason you did it is because I forced it. The threshold now is at 50,000. If you wouldn't have went and got that's me that did that. Why? Because I can put some slides up here and tell you that's how people are getting burnt. That's not to say licensed contractors aren't brought before the board too. But you're correct. And the best law change I've seen. Well, I agree with you there. Because you did the right thing. You went and got licensed, even though it's only 6 months. I compliment you there. What I'm doing 99% of the time, or probably 90, the other 10% I'm tearing y'all apart. But the other 90%, when I go after this bull about the 5 red flags, that should be helping every legal contractor. Every person who's legal should say, I love that he's doing that. I love that he's telling every customer, go check us out. Because in my presentations, I do talk about the fact one of the red flags is go visit the person's facility. And when I go through them, I always get to y'all and I say, yeah, they got a facility. I'll give them, they got a facility. But the rest of these cats, they're operating out of their trucks. They're not even, it's just almost incredible to what you see they're doing because it's a red flag. Are they vested? Y'all are vested. I'm vested. Are these other people vested? No, I don't think so. If all you got is a truck and a little office somewhere where you don't want nobody to go visit you. So I can tell you the good things you do and I can tell you the things y'all aren't doing that you should do. And I'm going to tell you right now, you've affiliated yourself with this mess, whether you like it or not. Cornerstone's your parent. And I don't know how you get, and like I told you this morning, I don't know how you get away from that. You probably tried, but they don't care because they're going all over the country. They're not worried about this market that I'm in. They're worried about the whole country. That's fine, but you're stuck in it. I hate that for you because you're a good guy. I really believe that. And like I told you, you just with the wrong company. You should come over here and come work with a Louisiana company, Ryan. Come work with a company that keeps the money in Louisiana. Come work with a company that gives more community service than any other company in this area.
And we feel good about it.
Post-frame, and we feel great about it. So I'm not going to help you defend where you're at because I can't, because I don't agree with you. I mean, when it was Reed's, the money was still leaving Louisiana. It was going to Mississippi. Can't change that. What it is, it is. We keep our money locally. It's great that the company, like every other company, whether it be whatever company moves into the state, yeah, they hire employees, but they move all their profits somewhere else. They're not investing back into the community. I'd love to know what the dollar figure, not trying to be facetious towards you, how many dollars did Cornerstone, Fortify, Reed's, dollars? Not now. I can put a list I got hundreds. But let's look at the total dollars. I'd love to see the dollar figure that we put out as a local company into the community versus then. There's no question that y'all have done some of that. But how much? How much did you actually get? Or did you do it for show or did you really pump some money? 'Cause let me tell you something. Some of these places I go to, in one night I'll spend $50,000 or $60,000.
Sometimes a minimum.
And so, you know, all I can tell you is this, my personal opinion, if people are watching, that's an out-of-state company, and you want to help out-of-staters, go for it. Go for it. It's your money. You do what you want to do. But I'm going to keep telling you what's wrong with it. But anyway, I came here I hope I've addressed this. There was nothing not factual about this. It is what it is. I cannot change it, nor can you, Ryan, because I took your own website and I took the BB sites, and man, y'all are tied at the hip. There's no way to run from that. You know, and I'm gonna keep telling everybody, as far as I'm concerned, you know, that's what it is. Then it's up to them. Okay? Well, folks, Monday afternoon, we're really going to get after it. I'll have my slides. So I had to come in. I'm not as prepared as I normally am because when this happened, I said, I'm going to go live. I'm going to address the fact that it's saying it's not factual. And now, you know, if I need to go through it one more time, I can. Once again, we've been taking these discounts since the store opened. Well, nobody knows it, not including me. Well, nobody knows how much. You want to make this factual? Put it somewhere where people can see it. Then it's not just bull. It's a factual because you've advertised it, and then you got to be held to that standard because they can take it out and say, oh, no. This is what you say. I got an article here. I got an ad. You said you'd give me $500. You can say this, but there's nothing pinning you to it. I'm pinned. I'm telling you I'm going to give you $500. Let me go down this stuff one more time. The price quote stated being price quote. Yeah, that's a factual statement. I was beating you by $1,000. There's nothing not fact. Now I'm beating you by $2,000. Okay, and my deal, I'm giving you the roof insulation free, and that's how I do it. That's how I market it. And then you say everything to signature. That's not a signature, not even close to a signature, because you ain't got them 2x8 trusses, which, my friend, make the difference in them buildings. The next one, you keep bringing up the BB reviews. I just went over that. Why? By taking your own documents from your website, and y'all are pinned. They are your parent company. And they mention Reed's multiple times. And Reed's has been convicted. I didn't make that up. Go to the LSABC. There's no contract. Yes, there is. Your affiliated company is. You're part of them. Y'all are all together. I don't know why you brought up the Bible, but you did. I'm looking at your donations. That's great. But nobody knows about it. Nobody. And like I said, let's take this, Iowa High School. I'm going to take the first look. Look, you said McNeese Rodeo. Do you know how much money I've given to McNeese? Do you really want to go there? I'm ready.
Go to the Legacy Center.
Go to the Legacy Center. Iowa High School. You really want to go there? Some of the ones that we've done with Iowa High School, I've given them over $100,000 just in tournaments the last 10 years. I've got 3 buildings I built for them free of charge. I'd love to see what you did. Let me just look at this list. Is there anywhere else we're crossing? Louisville State Police? I give them almost $8,000 or $9,000 a year for their deal for them to get vests. I'd like to know what you gave. See, some of this stuff I don't know. But my point is, I compliment you that you're doing it because we're one of the only other ones that do it. But don't make people believe you compete with us in giving back. And it's probably not your fault because you're not from this state. Therefore, the parent won't let you. They dictate how much you can give. Not over here. I dictate that. But that's probably why you can't do more, Ron, because you probably would. But your parent won't let you do it. Probably. I like you. Maybe one day you come over live with me. And I don't know if you want to do that because I'll have to go over all this stuff. But I like you. You're a nice guy. It ain't got nothing to do with the companies you're working with or affiliated with. Got some problems. Once again, you work for the wrong company. But anyway, folks, I'll be back Monday. I'm going to lay this thing out. I wasn't prepared today. I wanted to do this because I don't like being told I'm not factual. I'm going to always find documentation to back up anything that I say. When I put on the show, my research team finds the documentation. I put it on the screen with me. And if you think I'm wrong, tell me, and I'll do this every time. I'll say, well, hold on. Let's pull it up. Let's talk about it, which is what I did this morning. So look, you need a good building from the best builders in the country. It's us. It's Mallett Buildings. Call us at 337-214-0428. By the way, I got the best team. I got the best team in the business. I got the best people in the business. I got the most crews in the business. I build the most buildings in this business, in this region. So when you want the best, come see us. Call me at 337-515-2154. And look, thank y'all so much for supporting us. I really appreciate that. Without you, I could not do the things that we do at Mallett Buildings, and we would not be successful if it wasn't for y'all. And once again, Ron, thank you for talking. Whoa, wait, he brought something else. I brought the Bible because it says something.
He's not understanding.
I'm doing it for the wrong reason.
He's not understanding.
For your information, let me explain something to you. Do you realize when I advertise and promote my community, do you know how many more people come to me for me to help them?
That we don't mention.
That we don't mention?
We help people we don't even mention.
Do you realize by doing that, I actually bring more people to me that need help, which is fine? For instance, I had never participated in the Christmas deal. Yet, a gentleman came to me and said, we do it in Lake Charles and we would like to do it here. I said, well, okay, what are we doing here? Self-serving, huh? I guess that's why I gave 400 plates to the needy and gave toys to all those kids in them cars. Watch what you say, my friend. It was good till you said that about me. I help a lot of people. And on top of that, let me tell you something else. I've served this state as state contract for 15 years. 7 as chairman. I've served on the LSU board for 12 years. I don't get paid to do that, my friend. So if you're going to start making those kind of statements, look out. Trent's not even here. Brent, Ryan, Trent's not here. It's Renee. Really, Trent's not here, Ryan. What you need to listen to is you do it for the wrong reasons. I do it for the right reasons, and you can't compete with building a building or helping the community. I don't have to do that. I could give $300 for one and do hundreds of them. Let me tell you something. You ought to call the people that I support year after year that depend on me, like that school here in Iowa. Because nobody else in this town will support that thing. And we're not talking chump change, Ryan. We're not talking $500 or $1,000. We're talking thousands of dollars. So you better watch, now you done hit a bad vein, Ryan. And let me tell you something, that school, that education, I serve in education. I don't get paid. I drive to Baton Rouge all the time, serving this state. I don't get paid for that, Ryan. I give back to the state, I give back to the community, not just with my time, but with my money. I don't think you can say that. So if you're going to start talking about, if you say that kind of mess, you better be careful, because let me tell you something. In fact, now that you said that, wait and see what I do Monday. Well, I'm going to put the numbers together for you. In fact, maybe I need to bring some of them people that donate over so they can tell you about me and why I do it. Now that's amazing that you wouldn't want people to know that you give to your community.
That's an assumption.
That's your opinion, and I respectfully disagree with it, but wait Monday. I can tell you're getting a little riled up. Everything was going good till you come there, so that's fine. So folks, wait Monday. Stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting show as I compile the research on what's going on between these two companies. Once again, thank you for listening. Take care of yourself.